Welcome to Malicious Compliance Shorts. Here's our next malicious compliance. It has to do with tight security. So without further ado, let's go. My coworker is my absolute hero. He maliciously complied to the security on one of our subcontractor jobs. The customer was a manufacturer of high-end electronic components, and security was pretty tight. A 4x6 box could contain up to $250,000 worth of microchips. Our team was installing equipment in their facility, and this lasted for 1 week. The security checkpoint had to be passed every trip, in and out of the building. Mr. Security Guard, we'll call him Chad. He decided that my coworker, Steve, probably, was more suspicious than the other 4 techs. So every trip, in and out, not only was Steve made to dump his entire contents of his backpack out on the table and go through it, Chad also required Steve to show him the last 5 pictures that was taken on his phone to prove he wasn't stealing secrets. This is all fine, except Chad lets everyone else through without any sort of inspection. Steve is trying to stay positive, but it obviously begins to eat away at him. So Steve tries to be overly positive and also a bit snarky with comments like, "Thank you, Paul Blart. Keep America safe," which does bust up the rest of the crew. Then Steve had an idea that would free him for the rest of the week. Wednesday comes along. Steve is overly scrutinized as usual. As we head to security at lunch, Steve says he has to go to the bathroom. He comes back out a few minutes later, absolutely giddy. Chad stops him and asks to see his phone for the last 5 pictures. Steve gladly hands over his phone, and Chad is greeted with a very particular angled shot of Steve's butthole. What the f***? Chad throws his phone down on the table. "Oh, sorry. I thought I had a hemorrhoid, and I wanted to see how bad it was. Is everything okay with my picture? Is the facility safe?" Chad never checks Steve's materials again. Good on you, Steve. Thank you so much for joining me for Malicious Compliance Shorts. I'll be back again tomorrow. Until then, this is Dallas, signing off.